from RTO here. Welcome to another album artwork ranking show where we take a rest from looking at music and looking at bands' album covers. And today we're going to look at a great band from the United States, prog rock giants Kansas. And today we have got 33 covers, which includes compilations and a studio and of course the live albums. So coming in at number 33 we go to 1982 and the Vinyl Confessions album. Yes, a bit dull for a Kansas album. Okay, we've got a chair in the middle of the record. I can sort of get the idea of it, but it's still boring for me. Okay, then coming in at number 32 we have a compilation album from 1992 called Carry On. Typical sort of thing. Put out a greatest hits album. Find the crappiest picture of the band that was taken 1,000 years before when they brought this album out. Put it on the map of America and throw it out. I don't like that when they bring out a compilation album. This one was 92 and they pick a picture that was probably taken in about 70 something. No. Okay then, coming in at number 31, another compilation album from 2006, this one, Work in Progress. Actually, I like the idea, but with their logo you can't have it in dull colours. It's an iconic logo, you need to have it bold so it stands out, because that just doesn't stand out. Okay then, coming in at number 30 we go to 1980 now, and as you see, make your logo stand out. You can see that says Kansas, but it's the picture, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Two women in your headphones going whoa. Yeah, a bit different, a bit weird, a bit 80s. Okay, coming in at number 29 we have another of these compilations by the Playlist people. We've featured these quite a lot and they don't come up with very good covers. Now this one was from 2008 for the very best of Kansas. Now, yeah, it's a silhouette of the band. Now, is it the band? It could be just 6 dudes, but I think it must be because you can see the outline of Robbie Steinhardt. So we'll give them that, it is the band, but it could have been absolutely anyone, couldn't it? Okay then, staying with compilations for number 28, we go on for the 2005, On the Other Side. Now, take a look at that picture and picture it, because it'll come up again very shortly. So, coming in at number 27, we have an album that we featured on the Platinum album covers. I think it was in the Bad Freaks of Nature. It's Chewbacca on a day, the morning after the night before. Hair all over the place. I don't like that at all. Okay then, coming in at number 26, we go to 1988 now for the In the Spirit of Things album. Bit of a ghouly sort of thing, isn't it? I like how they bound the spirits round the people. I think that's somewhere in America, but when you first look at it you think it's either Eiffel Tower or Blackpool Tower, but I think it's in Kansas, one of them towers with a wind thing on the top. I like the idea of that cover, it's pretty cool. Okay then, coming in at number 25 we go to 1983, probably their worst album, The Drastic Measures. Okay, let's find 5 dudes from an orchestra, give them their instruments, except the bloke with the red bow tie looks like he's carrying a bazooka. He looks a bit like Buddy Holly. Okay then, coming in number 24, we've got a live album now from 1978, True for the Show. Yes, two cleaning ladies looking at the programme saying, oh, what's all this? Who would leave their programme behind? Who knows? So that was that one. So coming in number 23, now this is another compilation album from 2015. Do you sort of recognise the cover? Yes, they've all got the same stuff on for the other album cover on the other side. Different lens, different poses, but same pictures. So you can tell that these pictures were not taken at the time. As I said, they just find some old pictures of the band and go with it. Okay then, coming in at number 22, we've got a 1986 now. And the Power album doesn't say Power. Kansas you can't just about make out. And I like the picture in the middle and showing Power, but yeah. Okay then, coming in at number 21, we get a 1975, a year they released two albums in the same year. This is the second one they released in 75, and it's Mask. One of these freaky, masky type Indian Inca type thing. I think it's pretty cool. Nothing wrong with that one. Okay then, coming in at number 20, we have a live album from 1992, Live at the Whiskey. I think this is pretty good. You've got LA and you've got a whirlwind thing, you know, from like the Wizard of Oz, Robbie Steinert's fiddles there, the ships there, from some of their covers. I think that's a pretty clever cover, actually. Okay then, coming in at number 19, this is the first album they released in 75, Song for America. I like the concept of it, but it's a little bit dark, and especially the band name. It needs to be a little bit brighter, or the name a little bit thing, because it all blends into one. Okay then, coming in at number 18, we got a 1979 now for the Monolith album. I sort of like this album cover, but again it's a little bit dark. And it's brightening up a little bit, but I like the idea of like a space Viking. Okay then, coming in at number 17, we go to 1984 for another compilation album, The Best of Kansas. It's got our friend with the beard on here, the sailing ship, all little bits of their from their album covers and careers. I like the idea of that one. Okay then, coming in at number 16, we go to the very first album, self-titled debut from 74, Kansas, Shot from the Wild Frontier. Like the idea of that, pretty cool. Okay then, coming in at number 15, there's a box set that came out in 1994 just called Kansas Boxed. Same sort of fella with the beard. Yeah, pretty cool. Again, at least you can tell with their logo what they've done. I like that way they do it with the stripes around it, so you can see it says Kansas. Good. It's a good logo, but sometimes they don't give it the justice it deserves. Okay then, coming in at number 14, we go to 2016 now for the Prelude Implicit. The Phoenix, but not in the colours you expect, in the blue. It's a pretty good cover, like that one. Okay then, coming in at number 13, we go to 1977 now, and the Point of No Return album. I do like this cover, but I think that ship going over the edge of the waterfall or whatever, that should be the whole picture, not this back in a very small circle. I think it would have been a lot better It's the full album, and Kansas done in white and white stripes around the letters. Okay, then coming at number 12, we have another compilation album called The Ultimate Kansas from 2002. I do like this one. I really do. I like the concept of it. Let's get 4 great albums. Left Overture, Debut, Point of No Return, and Monolith, and put them in like this little thing. Very clever, and I do like that. Excellent idea. Okay then, coming in at number 11, we go to 2001, and an album called Dust in the Wind, which was a live album. And I like the idea a lot. You've got like this sea monster around the edge, and the bit in the middle, I think it's quite outstanding cover. I like Kansas, how it's written, because you can actually see it. Really, really good album cover. Okay, then coming in at number 10, we go to the most current album in the absence of the president. That's a great picture. Okay, you can't really see the word Kansas or the title of the album, but the picture itself is pretty outstanding. I like that cover picture. Okay, then coming in at number 9, we go to 1998. Always Never the Same, the album where they went with the London Symphony Orchestra and did some of their hits. I think that's pretty impressive. I like that. It's not a bad compilation sort of album, really. It's, classical meets rock. Always works. It's a pleasant listen. I do like the cover though. Pretty electric. Okay, then coming in number 8, we've got the Reunion album from 2000. Somewhere to Elsewhere. I love that picture. I love pictures of biplanes for starters, and obviously we're in Kansas. That's a pretty cool picture. Like that one a lot. Okay, then coming in at number 7, we go to 2009 to another live album. There's No Place Like Home. So I've got like the little picture from Left Overture, all the instruments at the back. Yeah, I like the idea of that. Pretty cool. Okay, then coming in number 6, we have another live album from 2017. Left Overture Live and Beyond. Very clever. You've got the part of the cover of the 2016 album, the Prelude Implicit. You've got, I think, the Left Overture on a swirl, planets. Pretty good picture. Got Left Overture in its original writing from the album. Very clever picture. Like that one. Okay, then coming in at number 5, we've got another live album from 2021, Point of No Return, Live and Beyond. Again, same sort of theme. Got the album cover in the swirl. You got the ship at the bottom of the thing. Got a sea monster. Really, really good cover. And then coming at number 4, we have another live album, Voice Drum from 2002. I think that's pretty cool. Got the drum kit and all the laser lights. I do like that. That is absolutely brilliant. Okay, and coming number 3. This is one of the King Biscuit Hour Presents Kansas from 1994. And I think this is one of the best covers that the King Biscuit Hour have ever done. You know it's sort of Kansas. You've got the writing. You've got the ship in the like a crystal ball. I think that's their best ever cover, because all the other ones are pretty shitty. Excuse French, but that one is the best one I've seen from that albums from King Biscuit, Our Flower, or whatever they're called. Okay, then coming in at number 2, we got a 1976 Left Overture. Oh, I love that picture. Greek, very Greek sort of, or, you know, someone writing with a quill, long beards, men of thought. That's a fantastic picture. Okay, so my number 1, and I think it's the first time I've actually picked something that was a like a compilation, and this is from 2004, and it's Sail On, the 30th anniversary collection, and I've put the full picture in this. That is stunning. I've got a thing about sailing ships, and I was luckily when I was in my 30s, when I was doing youth work, we took a group of young people on a sailing ship, and we went across to France on full sails. Absolutely superb trip. You know, I was a big kid on that trip, and you get to do all the stuff like the rigging and all that sort of good stuff. And I've always had this passion for sailing ships, and that's probably why I've got that my favourite cover from Kansas, because it's got a brilliant picture of a sailing vessel. Okay, that's all for today. There will be a little what's on next week video coming out later today, but the good news is that the live streams will be back on Thursday the 4th of August, so 3 weeks today. 3 weeks today we start live streams again, so I will be looking forward to doing that again. I've missed doing them. That's as I said, this is all for today. I'll be back tomorrow where we've got some live music album ranking. Now we're looking at Muse tomorrow, and it's my collection, because there's only officially 2 live albums by Muse, but I've got quite a few I've collected over the years. And also tomorrow we've got a brand new album review, and this time we're looking at the new album from American rock band Shinedown, and it's Planet Zero. If you don't know who they are, go into the playlist of albums ranked and look for Shinedown, and I have already done the other albums, so if you want to go and check that out before tomorrow, go and check it out. It is a good album. So that's all for today. Have a great day, whatever you're doing. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.